This video will go over how to efficiently create multiple Analyte lists for a method in your eQAPP. You might do this if you have a short list of analytes and a full list of analytes for the same method, such as btex and total analyte list VOCs. You have matrices with different quality control criteria. You have matrices with different project action limits, PALs. You have two contractors or labs working within the same project and need to differentiate between them. For this example, let's say we're analyzing soil and sediment samples for method SW8270C. We'll need to compare the soil results to a soil-specific PAL and the sediment results to a sediment-specific PAL. To do this efficiently, we can set up our soil list first, then add a copy to use for sediment. Go to Tools, Data, eQAPP Setup. Choose the project. Go to the PALs tab. Here, we've already added our soil and sediment PALs and set up rules to calculate project quantitation goals. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP PALs tab tutorial video, linked in the description. Go to the CopyQAPP tab. Here, we've already added method SW8270C. We will designate this as our soil list and create a copy to use as our sediment list. Before copying a method, it is recommended to complete the subsequent tabs first. This will ensure that the same information is applied to the copy, saving time and effort. For more information on populating these tabs, please refer to our eQAPP tutorials playlist, linked in the description. Once you have reviewed the tabs, it is recommended to screen the eQAPP to ensure that no errors will be propagated. For help resolving errors, please refer to our eQAPP troubleshooting tutorial video, linked in the description. We have reviewed and screened and are ready to copy our method. Here on the CopyQAPP tab, change the source database dropdown to the current database. The source project dropdown will then populate with the project we're working on. Select the method you want to copy and use the right arrow to add a copy to the project. Whenever you copy a method, you must update the Methods tab. Let's go there first. Here, the new list includes copy in the name and identifies the current project as the source project. Since we now have two lists for the same method, we must assign them unique list letters to avoid errors later. To differentiate them, change one of the list letters to B. It is ideal to update the list names as well. The list name must be alphanumeric with no special characters. Depending on your reasons for creating a second list, you might name them SVOCs Lab 1 and SVOCs Lab 2, or SVOCs Full List and SVOCs Short List, for example. We'll name this one SVOCs Sediment. Let's also rename the other one to SVOCs Soil. Click Save Changes. As a note, if you are creating a list for TCLP or other leaching procedure, this is where you would update the leach method as needed. We can now adjust the subsequent tabs for the new list if it has different requirements than the original. As a reminder, you can learn more about each tab in our eQAPP tutorials playlist, linked in the description. On the Matrix tab, you can update the matrix, units, container, and preservation information. On the Sample Prep tab, you can update the preparation method. On the QC Elements tab, you can assign different validation flags for the new list. On the PAL Associations tab, you can apply PALs to the new list. For this example, we'll select the soil PAL on the left and the soil list on the right. Click Associate. The pop-up indicates that this action will update the PAL source, limit, and project quantitation goals on the next tab. Click OK. Once the association is complete, the checkbox will be checked, indicating that the PAL and method are associated with each other. In the same way, we'll associate the sediment PAL with a sediment list. Now let's go to the Analyte Limits tab and choose a list. On this tab, you can confirm that the PAL has been applied and update the Analyte list and limits if needed. On the Holding Times tab, you can adjust the holding times for the new list. On the Analyte Criteria tab, you can adjust the limits at which validation flags will be applied for the new list. Now that we've updated all our tabs, our second Analyte list is complete. Don't forget to subscribe to the FUDSChem YouTube channel for more tutorial videos. All of the tutorials and playlists mentioned during this video are linked in the description below. Lastly, if you have questions or comments, feel free to contact us at fuds.support@synectics.net. Thank you.